Woo-wee, how y'all doing? We have got so much to do today. Got some little issues from the hurricane here. Of course, it does prompt you to get rid of stuff that you don't need anymore, like this old crap and stuff like that. And yeah, we got a lot to do today. So I figured I'd give y'all a little garden update as much as I can. I'm in my dead sexy here. Yeah, boots. 20-year-old boxers. There you go. But things actually fared pretty well considering the last couple hours of this thing here for us was wow. I didn't go to bed until the eye wall had reached the coast, and usually that's when everything's kind of over with. I was asleep for probably 45 minutes and was awakened to some of the most horrific sounds I've ever heard. And it's just shit hitting the roof. It was obviously I was hearing all that kind of stuff over there, but this tree, I don't know if y'all can tell, that's not what you want landing on you when you're in bed. But things did pretty good out here. I'll flip this camera around and show y'all a couple things out here in the front garden. See if I can figure that out. Maybe. No, can't. Well, anyway, we got this stuff here. Look at here. My little birdhouse gourds have somehow survived. Sure enough, of course, none of this stuff was up there. It was all down. And these little guys here was put in the garage or carport, whatever. But I've got to show you this right over here. Y'all look at that dragon fruit. None of this was protected. I mean, we protected it just by having some wind blockers. But look at that dragon fruit, y'all. Is that not gorgeous? That thing is huge. And we're going to get to eat that thing in the next couple of days. And these are actually the worst, worst dragon fruits that we have. Because we have Ecuador Paloras and we have physical graffiti, uh, purple haze, something like that. Anyway, we've got several different kinds. And these were the first ones that I'd gotten, or I think these are physical graffitis. I'm not totally sure. Visa knows what they are. But man, we watched these during the hurricane when it was blowing good. It was probably tropical storm force, like 80, 90 mile an hour. And these things were just gently waving in 80 mile an hour wind. They weren't whipping around. These things are so aerodynamic and they just work like a sail going back and forth. It was crazy. It was just crazy. I mean, everything's taken a pretty good beating since we've had, two hurricanes, one running up the coast and one flat out coming across from the west side. And those of you that don't live in Florida, when you're on the Space Coast, you don't really have to worry about storms. Whoops, sorry about that. You don't really have to worry about storms that come in from the east because they can't really come in past that shelf. It's just not physically possible. They always get deflected either north or they bounce off and go back out in the water. So you don't really got to worry too much about when one comes in from the east when you're here. If you're north or south of here, you can get smashed. But here we are very protected by the Space Center of there. The Merritt Island is just the barrier island. That's exactly what it is a barrier. So it bumps them off, and the shelf goes out real shallow out there for a long way. So it makes it very difficult for a hurricane to come in and hit us directly, which I am so grateful for. Because I don't know if y'all can see these trees. Well, them things, man, it has rained here I counted it up. I think it's been actually 4 days in the last 6 weeks that it didn't rain. And the ground here, let me eat these. The ground here is so inundated with water that I was really nervous. And see how this one's leaning now and it's all mounded up like that? That's not a good sign for your trees for them to be mounding like that. So I was a little nervous. And as you can see, we've got the spare Yoda over here instead of there where it's usually at. And I pulled in the Dakota that way. But I used some of those crappy fence panels over there, and they work great over there. And you can see it just beat the ever living shit out of our African irises and all that. And you can see which way the wind was blowing, huh? Sure enough, I got to make some bamboo for these, some bamboo supports for these, and get them stood back up. But Miss Sherry doesn't like them on her fence, so, well, my fence. But anyway, I always make sure, try to keep that the way she likes it to be. But we are definitely, look here, little honey mushrooms down there. Crazy, but these, look at these African irises laid over like that. And the two that, the ones that were mostly in the wind are just there. And this fence fell out this way this time. So I had to get out here while everything was wet and push it back up. Shockingly, it came this way because I figured it was going to go that way. But nobody pays me to think, so there's that. But yeah, everything is okay around here. We're all very lucky. A house a couple places up from here took a real bad beating and it ripped its porch off and stuff. But I mean, all in all, we're very lucky. Everything hung out pretty well. You know, I've lived here my whole life in Florida. I am a native Central Floridian. So this isn't my first rodeo. I've only left for one storm ever, two storms, I think. I think one I was out of town for anyway, but I've only ever really left for one because my mother-in-law insisted, and it ended up being a very much not a big deal storm. And I'm gonna try to unlock this gate because I couldn't unlock it from the inside. Oh, I guess something did. There we go, so I don't have to worry about that. I'll be able to open that from in there. And yeah, let's see, what did I do with that? Get over here and find this. Don't want to leave that laying around. Oh well, no biggie. Anywho, I'm let me find that real quick. Y'all hold on a second. Alright, let's get on back here. Hi, chicky birds. Oh goodness, y'all. It is a mess out here, just a mess. The chickens have been running around free for days and days and days. And this is why. This is the most the water's receded in several days. I threw, like, this is just crazy. Crazy. I had to throw a couple pallets in there. Look at those piles of eggs over there. I gotta get them. Let's see if they're laying in here. I had to take a Buddy and put him up there between the porch and the back room. But yeah, this is why I'm out here. Hopefully I don't sink to my knees, because usually that's what happens out here. So I've got to get out here to this. See if I can get it stood back up. Let's see if we get the baby up there. Let's get this up. Because I do not want to lose this avocado tree that we grew from seed. Oh God, he's got poopy water all over me. That's lovely. All right, let's see if we can get this around that. All right, y'all, I'm gonna sit you up here. What is it, monkey? Chichi monkey. Chichi monkey. All right, this is crazy. I gotta get all this stuff. Hopefully my electric fence is okay. Let me see if I can set y'all somewhere. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Let's see. Um, let's see if we can get that thing. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll sit there. Maybe. Maybe it'll stay. There we go. There we go. All right. Whew, that was fun. Yeah, this is not good water to be hanging out in. We are going to get a whole bunch of mulch and get this area fixed up. I'm gonna have to go around the exterior of this. Ah, screw it. Let's just go get it. Already in it. Let's get it done. Already in it. Yeah, this is probably not fun. Alright, let's check that over there. The guava tree's okay. Of course, we can't turn the electric fence on. Let me go get this to the chickens. Here, babies, I got you a big old leaf. I know you love these. They do. They love these old winners. That thing's not going to make it because the fence is gone off of it. I know, babies. There's you one of your fingies. I'm going to have to go get the machete or knife or something to cut those down. Yeah. This is crazy, y'all. This is just crazy. That's fence down over here. I know, Red. I know. I know. It sucks. I'm so sorry you guys are having to deal with all this. Hopefully I won't get no sneaky snake out here. This is the kind of shit they like to hang out in. Oh, what is that? That got hung up. How did that even happen? Wow, that's crazy. Get off me, Aunt. Oh, that's what's going on there. There's a bird nest right there. It sucks. There we go. There we go. Much better. Get off me, ants. Let's get all this shit off. here. This, oh yeah, that's almost over my boots there. This shit off here. Ooh, that one was over my boot. Yeah, I'm gonna let this dry out a little bit more before I come out here and do any actual work. Pants. Yeah, this is nuts. I've been in this particular house for 14 years, and not one time ever has this held water for more than 2 days. Ever. Not ever. And it's only been once or twice that it held water that long. Now, it'll always flood, but what sucks is that's our drain field, I guess. And you can see that it's just inundated. So, I'm going to wash my hand off here. Cover this up. Ugh. All of our fertilizer tanks are just covered in water. You can see we had to put Buddy over here. Hey, Buddy, it's okay, baby, it's okay. He's got his little girlfriends that come and hang out. Our citrus tree's still doing good. I'm dying to eat these. Really and truly, I am. Our Malabar spinach has just been thriving here. This is the first year we've been able to get it to really grow. I know, Red, I know. Girls, she's not supposed to be messing with that. Get out of there. Get away from that. Get away from it. Red, stop. No. Red. Watch out, Bubby. Watch out. It's okay. It's okay, honey. It's okay. It's okay. Now, I don't want to do that to y'all, but you're going to get away from that. Little jerks. I've had to bury that son of a bitch I don't know how many times. Go on. Go on. I did get them out here in the garden, and this was covered in cardboard. As you can see, they've shredded it, which is fine. That is fine. Let me get this one. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. Getting the alerts on this phone, which is unusual. Let's get that stood back up. All right. Hi, baby. There's my mean girl. Hi, beautiful. Hello. You want some lovin's? Does her want lovin's? You want lovin's? Okay. Big pretty, I love you, buddy. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy, BP. You are. You're such a good boy. He is the sweetest thing ever. He really, really is. He's such a good rooster. Red is too. He's a little meaner than Big Pretty. He's mean to the rooster. Big Pretty don't like to fight with nobody. You are a handsome guy, Red. You're a very good boy. Very, very good boy. All right, y'all. I've got a million things I have to do here. As you can see, we have a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day, and I am going to make the absolute most of it by getting as much done as I possibly can. So I'm going to hop off here, but here's a little tour of everything. Our onions even made it through, even with the chickens over there beating on them, and my little apple tree's still happy. We got to get these strawberry beds cleaned out. As you can see, they have gotten a little bit torn up by the mean girls. I think I'm just going to flip this off of there and let them have at that. Let's see if we can get this up off of here. Hang on, babies. I'm going to let you get in there. Hang on. There you go. Have at it, ladies. Have at it. Get this flipped up and let it dry out a little bit. Let them have a little fun with that, because I'm already going to have to buy more strawberries, so it don't really matter. Let them have fun with that. And yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I did want to show y'all this Malabar spinach. Is this not crazy? so well. It is nuts. Oh, that's a grapevine. Shit. Put it over this way. And little spinach is, I guess she draped it around that way, so we'll just do that. But this stuff is so beautiful. I love this stuff, and it actually tastes good too. It's not bad at all. And look, all of that is growing out of that tiny little pot right there. Craziness, craziness, craziness. I got a lot to take care of, y'all, so much love, everybody. Holy sweet boy. Grow what you love, and you will love what grows, even when they drive you a little bit crazy. But yeah, we got a whole lot of chopping I got to go do, and all kinds of stuff like that. So much love. My heart goes out to everybody that got the crap beat out of them by this thing. Because I'm here to tell you, this was not a nice one. The west coast of Florida really got the shit beat out of it. My Aunt Teresa lives over there, and she has a canal that runs off of Tampa Bay that goes right up in her backyard. She has gators that hang out in her backyard and chill out in the sun. So her place got beat up a little bit, and my cousins over there and stuff, and they did all right. A lot of people did not do all right. And I do want to say this to all you folks out there that are working your asses off and taking donations and distributing them out to the people in that area. When you get a pissy ass little cop that comes up there and threatens to take your donations, I don't understand why y'all don't have armed security looking out for your stuff. I know that most of you are probably pacifists, don't want to be like that, but if you're trying to help the people, stop letting those little tyrants mess with you and take your stuff. Get yourselves some armed security. Get you some ex-military in there that are legally armed, licensed, and all that stuff. I guarantee you there are ones that would volunteer to help you. Get your stuff guarded. Stop letting them come in and take your stuff. Just, you've got to get a different mindset. I was in Hurricane, I was down in Hurricane, and I wasn't in Hurricane Andrew. I went down after Hurricane Andrew to help with that. That was their first really, really successful venture in you know geoengineering, they like to call it. And they weren't dumb enough to do that then. They weren't dumb enough to do that then. And had they been dumb enough to do that then, um, it wouldn't have worked out well for them. So get yourselves some ex-military. Get yourself some good old boys out there to watch out for your stuff and stop letting them come in and threaten you. They should, before they even get to your places where you've got your donations set up to distribute, before they even get there, you should have armed guards out there. You should have that protected from thieves of all kinds. It doesn't matter if they've got a little tag that says they're allowed to do that, because they're not. And just put your foot down. Put your foot down and stand up. Stand up. It is time for all of us to stand up. Much love, everybody. Grow what you love, and you will love what grows. And protect yourselves. Y'all have a fantastic day.